Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Relix, and today we will be discussing more player reviews on the LA Kings. Today we will be starting the first defenseman of the team. So we'll start off with, obviously, the leader of the core, Doughty. He played 81 games this season, which is one shy of the full season. He played a really fantastic season, to be honest. Honestly, it's like Doughty of old. He played a phenomenal season, both offensively and defensively, that I couldn't really ask for more, especially given the fact that he just came off a season of double injuries, making it I think one of the shortest seasons of his career. And so, coming back from those injuries, all the surgeries and everything, he actually looked phenomenal. So, let's go over his stats real quick. So again, 81 games played. He had 9 goals and 43 assists for a 52-point season. He also had a plus 12 rating, which, it's not like it's super low or super high. Now, we have to also remember about his plus minus. Doughty, he plays empty net situations. And so, in empty net situations, unfortunately, the Kings suck at, so he got scored on a lot. Now, to have a plus 12 while still having empty net situation goals against him, that's actually really phenomenal. And that means he is definitely playing enough offense and defense during even strength play that he's not the reason why the team's getting scored on. And so we have to take that into consideration when we consider all of his stats overall. I mean, he is on the ice at all times. He's playing big minutes. In fact, as far as time on ice average, he had 26 minutes and 14 seconds. And his total time on ice, which is a 2,124 minutes and 33 seconds, that led the entire NHL in time on ice played in the season. So not only does he play big minutes for the Kings, but he led the entire NHL in time played. So that's just saying, that's just like a I don't know how to say it, but it just goes to show that even though Doughty's only getting older, he is still playing big minutes and playing efficiently with those minutes. Yes, he's not going to be the top tier, scorer in the league or anything like Cale Makar or Erik Karlsson, but it just goes to show that he is still playing phenomenal hockey, and there's nothing more that anyone can say. He's still a top 20 defenseman, hands down. NHL, I think, rated him 18 this past summer, but in my book, top 15 in my opinion. So that's for another topic, anyways. But continuing down, he only had 34 penalty minutes. I don't believe he had any fights, so those are all minor penalties, which is not good. But in order to get the defense going, he needs to take some penalties, roughings maybe. So I'm not surprised. I'm not really heavy on the penalties for Doughty. I mean, he's playing all the time, so fatigue could be a factor. Not sure. But as far as that's concerned, everyone takes a few penalties here and there. It's only part of the job. Power play, 4 goals, 23 assists for 27 power play points. That might be the most on the team. I have to actually confirm that, but I think that was the most on the team as far as power play points scored. He also had 2 game-winning goals this season, so he is contributing offensively. And as far as the power play goes, I wish he'd shoot more, because he has a really strong slap shot, and if he even gets a one-timer, that's even better. I think he amongst the top unit on the power play, he can hit the net, and when he does, it usually goes in. If not, if it goes to a rebound, one of the front guys can get it, especially like Arvidsson. And so I definitely think the Kings should have utilized his shot even more than they did. But it is what it is. I'm not the coach. I'm not there to tell them what to do. But it's just something I thought would help the team for sure. I think a lot of people think Kobe and Doughty should probably shoot more than not. But again, they're the playmakers of the team. I mean, Doughty quarterbacks the first unit. Sean Durzi quarterback the second unit. They see something that we don't. It's hard to tell because we're not ice level. As far as goals, his 9 goals actually tied defenseman lead on the Kings. Roy and Durzi also had 9 goals each. Plus minus was 6 on the team, and he was 5th in hits, 4th in blocks, and tied with Edler and Durzi for blocks rather. But yeah, honestly, not much to say more about Doughty. I thought it was a solid season. I really can't find a game, in my opinion, where he was just purely just bad, just like the worst defenseman of the team. I mean, there are probably a few games, but as far as memory serves, I don't recall them being that outright bad where he stands out as the worst absolute player on the team. For the most part, he was either average or just, doing good stuff. So Doughty's definitely back to being Doughty, and I think this season proved that he can still play at an elite level. I mean, he better be. We're playing him 11 mil every year, so he better be playing. But yeah, so that's, not more, like I said, not much more to say. I expect another great season from Doughty, especially since he's leading the D-Corps. And, especially with Sean Durzi now gone, I think he needs to pick up the offense. So take the initiative. He needs to shoot more. Even if he doesn't even have to take a slap shot or a one-timer. Just wrist it to the net. Let the forwards do the dirty work and crash the net. Get the greasy girls. Get the greasy goals, right? So, yeah, if Doughty can shoot more, I think I'd be happier with it. But otherwise, keep doing what he's doing. And then Mikey Anderson, his partner, he played 77 games this season, so he missed a few games. But again, this is a guy who's young. He's coming in. He's playing with Doughty as his defensive partner on the top defensive line. So, honestly, when Mikey came in, I was not impressed. I thought he was too young and just not playing good. I mean, I think the past couple seasons, I swear, it felt like every goal against us, he was on the ice. And he was always the guy who was either in the front of the net or the guy who made the mistake. But that's just what I saw. But this season, for sure, he stepped up his game. And I think having Doughty out last season gave the chance for the other D-men to step up and play, especially the left side, since the right side kept getting injured. So Mikey Anderson, he definitely stepped up his game. He stepped up not only offensively, but defensively as well. Honestly, he's probably one of the best shutdown defensemen on the team currently. I mean, every Oilers game, it was him versus McDavid. So hands down, Mikey Anderson was definitely a solid D on the blue line this past season, and I expect him to do the same thing, still being Doughty's partner. Stat-wise, 5 goals. I mean, that's pretty amazing for him. Honestly, I don't expect him to get more than just a few. And 15 assists for 20 total points. So it is, 20 points is kind of where I expect him to be. Heck, maybe even less. I don't expect Mikey Anderson to score, to be honest. He is the stay-at-home shutdown guy. So, that's what he is. But he had a plus 20 rating. That ties Kopi for second on the team and first amongst all the D-men. I mean, Doughty had 12, plus 12. But again, I did say empty net situations. But Mikey Anderson had a plus 20. That's pretty impressive. And so, to help lead the team, that's phenomenal. Especially since he's still young. He's still very young. 40 penalty minutes. I don't remember fights. I think he probably could have sprinkled in a couple fights. But if that's all minors, that's not good. But it's something he needs to improve on. So it is what it is. Power play, he didn't really get much power play time, but he did get 1 power play goal. He's not a guy who you're going to see on the power play or even go up the ice shorthanded. Again, like I said, he's the shutdown guy, so he will be a stay-at-home D, and I don't expect him to do more than that. I thought he did his job phenomenally this season. As far as D-men, I think him and Roy were probably the most stable D-men this season. They were consistent all season and played their position really well. Honestly, if they were partners together, they'd be a solid line, honestly. But, of course, Mikey's been playing with Doughty. Durzi was the left side with Roy. So, they have their partners. But, yeah, I mean, he was also third in blocks, shots on the team, which is really good. And surprisingly, Mikey Anderson led the hits on the Kings team. He had 162 total hits. I believe that's at least like 30 or more hits than the next guy. I forget the exact number, but yeah, it was actually a really good season for Mikey Anderson. Career high in points and plus minus. So yeah, honestly, I can't say much more about Mikey Anderson. I mean, stay-at-home defenseman, if he keeps it up, definitely could be one of the league's top shutdown defensemen. Like, I'm not saying scoring, but league leading shutdown style defenseman. Like someone like Matt Green or Willie Mitchell, someone who just shuts down the defense. They don't let those guys in. They don't let them score. I mean, I'm expecting Mike Anderson just lead plus minus maybe even every year for the defenseman, because that's the style of game he's catering to, and I like it. Honestly, I didn't appreciate it before going to the past couple of seasons, but this last season, he definitely showed that that's his style, and he can actually play that style. So going forward, like I said, I'm not expecting anything special. Just keep doing what he's doing and stay Doughty's partner. Allow Doughty to do, like I said, more shooting, take more initiative, especially since Durzi's gone. We're going to rely on Doughty probably to do a lot more offense than anyone else. So if that can happen, I think if these two balance out, which they have been, then the first D-line will be perfect. Honestly, I'm very happy with what they did last season, and I can't expect more from either one this coming season. Just keep doing what they're doing, and hopefully everyone else will do their job too. So that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked it, hit the like button. Comment down below what you guys thought. Do you guys agree or disagree with what I'm thinking about them? Let me know. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Again, next video I will keep up the defensemen. We'll talk about Durzi and Roy and their defensive pairing, and then we'll continue on after that to other people. So again, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.